Mm.
Well, hello and welcome. We are back with another of our digital exclusives right here on CNN News 18. I am Ridhima Bhatnagar. And today we have with someone who needs no introduction. You can see her right from Sacred Games to now ushering in a new chapter for Indian actors on Apple TV Plus. I have with me Kubbra Sait. Kubbra in the house. Kubbra, it's really good to have you on the broadcast with us. Thank you so much for taking your time and doing this for us. Firstly, congratulations. As I said, an Indian actor ushering in a new chapter. This is the first time we're seeing an Indian actor on Apple TV Plus. Has it sunk in yet?
Yes, because more and more people are asking me, oh, but we don't have Apple TV. I'm like, oh God. So now it's sinking in that not too many people have Apple TV to access it and watch this show. So yes, it is sinking in because lots of people are asking me about this show. And honestly speaking, I think it really sunk in that I was a part of this show the day David Goyer said, and that's a wrap on Farah. I was like, wow, is that what it feels like?
So, as I said, Kubra, and, we were seeing a lot of questions that came in ever since we put the teaser out in the morning. From Sacred Games to Foundation, you've also been a little choosy, if I can use that word, with the roles that you wanted to do. Sacred Games saw a very different kind of response. It was groundbreaking. Not a lot of actors would have wanted to use that for their big debut. Then to Foundation, how's the journey been?
Honestly speaking, I don't think I'm spoiled for choices, not as yet. I think I'm a very hardworking actor, and I'm someone who shows up into audition rooms 5 minutes, 10 minutes before my time. I like to learn my lines, I like to rehearse, I'd like to understand what I'm doing and show up prepared for my work. It just happens that my fortune and my destiny has made me meet and collaborate with people who have a much larger, a much grander, much more superior vision than I do. So I'm just blessed to be working with incredible people who've had faith in me as an actor to be a part of their project. So I'm just grateful for whatever it appears to you or everybody else. So if you think I'm choosy, good one. But for me, I think I've just been a product of destiny.
Okay. No, I was actually asking you, are you being choosy or is it just being whatever came your way, you've taken it with, open arms? But I want to understand, foundations. This is something big, as we said, we've never seen an Indian actor. How did it all happen? Talk to us about, the initial auditions, the conversations that happened.
Well, it was really simple. Tess Joseph is an illustrious name when it comes to casting in India. I think she's one of them who's actually formalized the craft or the job title of a casting director. I've had the opportunity and the good fortune of knowing her for a very long time. She's been my mentor as a storyteller, in fact. And I remember being in her audition room once before for a project that did not finalize, that did not work out for me. But what I loved is that she never lost faith in me as an actor, called me back again into her room. And this time it was for Foundation. And she was really secretive. She held all the cards really close to her chest. And all she said is, Kat, we have to do this well. And I was like, okay, I'm here. We're going to do this well. And as they say, rest is history. Thereafter, I don't know how many calls I've made to her, just asking her, have I got this project? What do you know about it? Can you tell me a little bit more? And she would just say, hang in there, be patient, and relax. It's meant for you, it's coming. Just wait and don't call me so many times. So I think she got tired and put my phone on DND at some point.
Okay. A lot of, viewers wrote this question to us that do we need to be a sci-fi fan if we need to watch Foundation?
Well, that's a great question. And the reason why I say it's a great question is because previous to Foundation and working in it, I have not been a sci fi fan, so to speak. So I don't understand time travel. I don't understand, various planets or technology or whatever else. So I'm also like, okay, this is a new world for me to learn and be a part of. But when I'm actually now watching the show as a whole, and while I was reading the scripts as a whole, I realized that this is a story of humanity. And no matter where you put humans, no matter after what time jump or what space in the intergalactic world, if humans don't change, nothing changes. And when you watch the show, you'll realize that through the screenplay, David S. Goya and Josh Friedman have have asked and answered so many pertinent questions, and there are so many dialogues that hit so close to the heart and hit so close to the house and to your home that it is kind of scary that someone like Isaac Asimov wrote this 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think for me it's something that you will be drawn into if you are interested in humanity at large. Sci-fi, though, it's just a genre. It's like, oh, am I going to watch this because it's crime? I'm going to watch this
Ha.
because it's comedy. Well, for that matter, I'm a rom-com person. Like, you can give me a rom-com film on my happy days, on my sad days, on my feel nothing days, and I'm a rom-com fan. But I think this show in particular, despite its genre, is a show
Sure.
that is going to allow us to assess humanity in a different way.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very fortunate, I would say you are to be a part of a project like this. But Kubbra, the reason that I wanted to have this conversation more importantly with you is also, as I said, the first Indian actor when you make your presence felt on a global platform on Apple TV. Over the past few years, unfortunately, we've seen a bit of a stereotyping in the roles that have been given to Indian actors as well, and that's why when we saw you in the trailer and the teaser, it was very exciting because it was not in those boxes, right? Uh, do you then think, as I said when I started, this is ushering in a new chapter where we could see the canvas increasing as far as the roles being given to Indian actors?
Well, I hope you're right, and I hope everything you say is, answered by God in reality, in real time. Why not? For me, I think the thing that stood out as Farah, and playing her as a character was that she was not from India or from Earth even. She's from a
Yeah,
different planet. And me being me, people have said this several times to me. Which planet are you from? you know. So now I can say I'm from Anakri. But you're right. I think in the past, colored skin actors have received a stereotypical part in films or whether it's in TV series. And we've seen brown people play the regular nerdy guy or the
sure.
supermarket cashier or the taxi driver. And when this role came to me and it isn't even from Earth, I was like, that's a great opportunity. And that's an opportunity that we should explore together and try to do it well. But I think Priyanka Chopra, being an actor in the West, having her debut in Quantico, kind of trashed that entire stereotyping, bit, because Alex Parrish is from anywhere in the world and she honors her Indian legacy. So, in that way, I think the makers never changed the way I spoke, my accent. In fact, they worked on my enunciation and made sure that I sounded correct when it comes to the language of English, not my diction or my accent. So, I am being authentically me while I am playing a character from a different planet. And I thought that was encouraging. More importantly, the lines are blurring. It may take us a little longer. It may take us a closer eye. It may take us, a closer lens to see the change. But the change is happening. And I'm glad to be at the helm of it. We've had stalwarts in the past who've changed, our representation in
Sure.
Hollywood or the West, so to speak, whether it's Irfan Khan or Mr. Bachchan or Aishwarya Rai or Deepika Padukone. We've had Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Adil Hussain, Ali Fazal, who is my heart. Everybody has done their little to move and to
Yeah.
push the envelope. I'm just glad to be a part of that illustrious list.
Absolutely. And I think it's very important. The more we see of moving away from the stereotypes, the more opportunities we'll see, and we'll see more people coming in as well. But Kubra, I have to understand now. Now that we have another tick which has been checked, what's next on the anvil for you? When do we see you next, either on the small screen or on the big screen?
I have no idea. All I know is that I'm putting my head down and answering questions at this point in time. I have two projects that I have worked on here in on the home turf, if I can call it. I'm still Mumbaikar. I still live in Santa Cruz. It's what I do. I still have a cat here. I still have a home here. So yes, I've managed to work on two projects ever since I've been back. I'm waiting for the release of my audio series. So it's interesting that I'm getting a variety of work. I'm
Yeah.
receiving a bouquet of characters to play with. And I think I've stopped chasing things. I was initially this racehorse with blinders on, blinkers on. I'm just running, running. Where am I going? I have no idea. So I was just running. I'm glad that I'm now soaking things in. When you ask me questions, I'm able to revisit the past and tell you,
Yeah.
this is how I felt. Thank you for asking me these questions. So while I'm not living in the past, I'm neither living in the future, I'm living in the now.
Which is interesting, right? Because it shows so much of you as your journey of how much you've evolved yourself. But I resonate with the fact when you said you were just running with blinkers on, because I think that also comes with your upbringing where you don't know how much you'll get in the future. So you want to soak it all in that one go because you don't know what tomorrow will hold. But Kubra, I have to ask you this, that you've been somebody who's been one of the most successful anchors and MCs that we've seen across events. Uh, what role do you enjoy more, being the anchor or being the actor?
I think now it would be fateful to say I love being an actor. It's because I'm not being myself. But on stage, I'm carrying myself and I'm unapologetic. I have a mouth that moves like a motor, and that can be scary. But I'm a harmless, fun person, on stage. But you put me onto a film set, and as you can see, the work that I've done so far just showcases me as the bad guy. I'm tired of being the bad guy. But it's fun. I think I'm just grateful to be able to play all these incredible characters without judging them. It's an opportunity that I'm savoring at the moment, and I'm really enjoying. And I think every job allows you to learn and grow because you're working with
Sure.
different teams and different people. So, yeah, actor. I worked very hard actually, yeah, to change that anchor to actor. I worked very hard. So I'm very happy to be an actor.
No, we are all extremely proud, and as I said, it makes us extremely proud to see Indian actors representing India on the global stage. And I, for one, love when it's women because all for women power. I think we've struggled, we've had a bit of our hardships, so it's great when you see somebody do so well. All our good wishes and love with you, Kubra. This was fun. Thank you so much for taking our time and joining us here. We hope to catch up with you soon, talking about your next project, either back home or overseas. Wishing you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ridhima. Watch out for Farah. She's a badass. She's really badass.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching.